Hello and welcome to this Slippy Limpets video. We all make plans, don't always come out how we expect them. My original plan was I had 4 days off. I was going to spend 2 days travelling with the boat up to the Highlands of Scotland, up past Fort William, sleep on the boat or camp on the shore and fish for anything, basically, just kind of get out and about. This isn't my boat or a tent, and I'm not as far north as Fort William. This is actually the second day. I arrived on Friday night, kitted the boat out. Boat's down there in a dive centre. I was going to sleep in the car or on the boat on the shore. And I had a quick look on the internet at campsites around, and this one was here and had a Black Friday sale, so I thought, yeah, why not? So here we are. I fished yesterday. Wasn't exactly the day that I was expecting. Again, this whole trip's just one of those trips where nothing goes to plan, really. Well, here we go. First drop. Quite nervous. 400 foot of water. I'm not geared up for a big skate. I've only got, what's this, a 12 to 20 pound class rod, and then a lighter one, like kayak rod. But hopefully I'm after a spurdog anyway. I've not caught one of those yet. I haven't caught a skate yet, but either. But from what I understand, both are a possibility here. God, it takes forever for this to get near the deck. For bait, I've just got a little frozen joey mackerel. I haven't got any fresh, so oh, there's the bottom. Gonna have to make do with this. Get the clicker on and we're fishing, although I'm nearly out of line as well. And it's wind over tide at the minute, so it's a bit choppy. So I'm just trying to fish slack water basically, which will give us a couple of hours, and then yeah, and maybe go and try for some pollock or some sort of shallower reefs closer in. Who knows? We'll see. Well, I've just found another rod. See, I just found it. My mate Steve left it on the boat. Can't remember when, but it's a beast. It's was it a Pen Warfare 30 pound class with a Pen Warfare 30 LW reel. So I've just put another rig on it, and I'm going to stick a bluey bait on, because this has been down half an hour now and I've had nothing, and it's getting pretty snotty. It's white caps and yeah, quite a lot of tidal runs, so I can see the main current coming now, so I'm going to try and maximise my chances and get this bait down as quickly as I can, and hopefully get into a fish. That'd be nice. And then once this is down, I'll bring this one back up, stick another bait on. Might try squid. And it's starting to rain. Forecast said 5 mile an hour winds, and yeah, no rain. It's that Scottish mizzle that's really wet. There we go. Oh, there was something on there. Oh, how did that snap so easily? Well, that braid on my reel, it was actually a new braid. I got it for cod fishing, and snapped mid-water. £40 as well. I didn't even put any pressure on it. But after nearly 150 metres, that's all I've got left, so... And unfortunately, it's Braid that I've got as a replacement. Well, there could be something on this rod. It's not banging away, but it's only 10 ounces. It's putting quite a bend in the old £30 class. Oh, it's just come off, whatever it was. Whoa! No! Get off! Oh! Bloody seagulls! Oh, we're getting some interest on that rod. Yeah. Getting little knocks. Now I'm going to see if there's anything on it. Yep, we've got something. My money's on a dogfish. If it is, it's going back down as bait. Oh, it's bouncing. I don't think it is a dogfish. Oh, I'll be chuffed if it's a spear. Turn the camera back on in 20 minutes when I get it up from the 100 metres down. Must be close. Well, there we go. Purple spurdog. Never seen them that colour. They're always really pale to me. I can see where the spikes are now, so aye. Well, the tide's in full flow. I think I've got maybe 2 or 3 hours before darkness. I think I'm going to go and find some pollock. Whew. Feels mint to be chucking some lures around, being a bit more active. Still in 60 feet of water. I wasn't planning on doing much lure fishing, so I've brought next to nothing with us. I don't know why. I was just going to concentrate on bait, but obviously today hasn't been the epic session I would have liked, but I've still got tomorrow. Oh, I've got a fish. It's tiny, but I've got a fish. Knew the Zen wouldn't let us down. Unfortunately, no single hooks, so I've just taken the barbs off these. Oh, it's just one of those days, isn't it? Because it's so small. Oh, it's a little pollock. Why didn't I tuck into this earlier? That was yesterday. The weather wasn't as good as it should have been. Fishing wasn't necessarily as good as it should have been, although we did get one target species. And then today, there was meant to be a 10-mile-an-hour wind. I don't know if you can see that out there. It's absolutely blowing a gale from the northeast. 25, 30 miles an hour, I think, on the weather forecast. So it is due to die down a little bit later on. I did get up early, and now I'm just kind of loitering around and making my coffee. Got my flask and my cup. I'm going to go to the fuel station, get some fuel, and then hopefully the wind might have dropped down by then. Well, we made it out. I spoke to the woman in the dive centre where I've been storing my boat, and she says the forecasts are generally quite accurate, and if she was me, she would go out, so I'm here. It's pretty windy, so what I'm going to do is go out to where I fished yesterday, and if it's rubbish, then I'm going to bees about 4 miles up the coast and find a big wreck with lots of pollock on, and it's in a really sheltered bay. So yeah, let's get going. I've got out the main sound, and it's not for me, and this is wind with tide as well, so once the tide, and we're in slack water, so once the tide starts kicking in, it's just going to be really sloppy and uncomfortable at anchor, I think. So rather than head that way into that weather, I'm going to head back the way I came, over that way, and so I'll be able to go faster in the sound and just get more fishing time. So let's get going. That was quite an exciting run. So this wreck is called SS Breeda. According to what I read last night, it's one of the biggest fully intact wrecks in the area. So I'm going to just pitch up slightly to the north of it and then see what the drift does. I'm gonna have a quick cup of coffee while this drift's happening. I can mark my drift on Navionics. We'll start with a 40-gram jig head. Nah, it's not heavy enough for the speed of drift. Try a little flick into the drift. Well, fish finder's pretty old, but it looks like there's fish on it. Just passing over the southwestern tip now. Well, this feels better than sitting at anchor in a really sloppy sea. Because I'm drifting quite quickly and it's quite deep water, I've got a big lure. I think it's a 70-gram fish. No, they don't do 70, maybe 90-gram fish minnow. But in my experience, pollock really don't take big lures all the time. Not vertically anyway. So what I've done is I've attached this little living shrimp or pink shrimp above it using a surgeon knot, and it looks like this fish is chasing the shrimp, and quite often the pollock will go, oh, I'm going to have that, and nip in front of the fish that's chasing that, well, that basically, or they'll hit that. But 9 out of 10 times they hit the small living shrimp. And big thanks to Henry of Sweet William Charters for showing us these things. Absolutely lethal for any sort of fish. Well, I've got that tied onto my Century boat rod with Daiwa SLOSH 20. It's a bit heavy for what how I normally like to fish, but it's what I've got ready, so yeah. Right, let's reset this drift. I've just driven around, don't know if you'll be able to see, just driven around the wreck. I don't want to go over it with the motor running or steam over it, so I've done that, and I'm going to now drift around the bow of the ship, which is in the shallower end of the water. I'm going to attempt to anyway. I almost sound like I know what I'm talking about. Well, I was hoping to drift over the bow of this boat, but the wind's just switched to a different direction. It's now blowing off the shore behind us. The drift is going everywhere, except the way that I want it to. Oh, that's in a hole. I can feel it. Whoop, there we go, I'm out. Oh. Go on. Oh, it's taking a wee bit of drag. Another one for the shrimp. Whoa, easy tiger. There we go. Gonna have to get some lighter gear on here, I think. Wow, that looks like bait fish. I know these are small pollock, but there must be some bigger ones lurking in amongst the little ones as well. Oh, I love this little thing. I've had it for absolutely donkeys. Costs us 20 quid. It's 6 foot. I think, was it 8 to 14 pound class. And I've got 12-pound line on, so bang on in the centre. So to attach my teaser, I just use, I think it's called a sturgeon knot. Sorry, surgeon knot, which is what I use when I'm fly fishing to tie a dropper on, which is also a teaser, but in freshwater speak. Oh wow, go for it, son. And there we go, 60-gram fish, crazy eel, which has had an absolute hammering, but it's going to be the teaser that does it. That was pretty cool, that plane. I'm drifting all over the place here. Isn't consistent at all. Set up for one drift, and it goes in the completely opposite direction. Oh, Something's having a go, I think. Or it might be trapped on the rope of that. Hey! Nah, something was definitely having a go. See you, son. Oh. Slightly bigger than the last. Should have used my BG mag sealed over this BG MQ, because the MQ doesn't have a backwind function, whereas the mag does. And I like I like the backwind. Oh. So I can control the descent rate. Slightly bigger again. Go and tell your dad. So at the minute, I'm drifting right along the flank, the southern flank, just on the edge of it. Turns out that the Navionics location is pretty accurate. Leave it alone. This is also the problem with a teaser. Well, it seems the small fish are definitely up at the top end of the boat. Oh, that feels like a better one. Oh, it's just come off. Oh, some sunshine. It's only 2 degrees today with that strong northeasterly wind, so it feels pretty Baltic. But the sun's just come out from behind that cloud, and oh, it's like someone's just turned a fire on. Oh, they'll turn the fish and bigger fish on. Oh, that was good. I drifted down one side. Now the drift switched and I'm drifting straight across the hull itself, which is covered in bits of structure. Oh, fella, there must be a big one down there. The wind has died off. Lovely. What an absolutely glorious day. Well, I don't think my camera was recording there, but just had a mackerel. Good size as well. In December, 2 o'clock, sun's getting low. I'm determined to catch a bigger pollock off this wreck. There must be some around. We've got bait fish, as in mackerel. Well, it looks like the mackerel again. reasonably warm water, plenty of structure. It's not much current, right enough, but there's plenty of structure. But I've got about an hour's worth of fishing left, and then I've got to get my boat ashore, washed down, everything packed up, and then 7-hour drive home. What a glorious place. I mentioned that I was going to do a giveaway just before Christmas. I normally do one every year. Haven't yet decided how I'll do it. I normally do a live stream and use a random comment generator. But on the last video I said I was going to do this, and I said I would tell you what was available on the giveaway, as in when I found out. Well, normally I buy whatever I give away, which is fine. It's a way of saying thank you to everyone who supports the channel. But this year, just getting a hit there. Yeah, I asked Penn if they would like to be involved in any way, and they've given me a new reel to give away. It's the brand new Penn Tidal, which is a new surf casting reel. I think it's out this week actually. 8,000 size Penn Tidal it's called. It'd be perfect for sort of beach fishing, winter cod fishing, that sort of thing. So that's the first thing. Hopefully, or maybe, if I can, get a Century rod, but I'm not sure yet. And then I'll get some lures and some other bits and bobs. And yeah, I'll keep announcing on next week's video and the week after how you can enter. Whoop. I was indisposed, let's say, and this little guy just saw my rod bend over there. Oh, that was unlucky, that. Oh, this is a life. Right then, let's go. That's it, back on dry land. Boat's all loaded up, washed down. I've just recorded one of these, but everything that I've got's running out of batteries at the minute, so I haven't used my phone, so apologies for the audio. As I said at the start of the video, you know, these things don't always plan out how you expect them, but nonetheless I had a really good time. Fished in water deeper than I've ever fished in before, caught a new species on my own boat. Caught loads of pollock today. Unfortunately, not the biggest. Really worked out wreck as well. I mean, I'll put the track marks from Navionics on the screen, and you can have a look. Yeah, really worked it, but obviously the average stamp isn't great. So yeah, all that's left now is to drive back. The 250 odd miles or whatever it is. It's going to be dark soon, so it's going to be good fun on these mountainous roads. But keep an eye out and an ear out for any information about the giveaway if you're interested. I really enjoy doing these, and yeah, hope to give plenty away to you guys. And as always, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and give us a thumbs up if you did. Please leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I need to catch my breath. As always, tight lines, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh. Kill cord came out, I didn't know what had gone on. Although there's all over the boat. Sorry, there's stuff all over the boat. Give us a thumbs up and leave a comment, and that'll be smashing, and I will get well, as I said at the start, it's not always, you know, these sort of trips never come. As I said at the start,